It is impossible to realize our goals while discriminating against half the human race. As study after study has taught us, there is no tool for development more effective than the empowerment of women. Kofi Annan, former UN Secretary General. Hello. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Gabriella Runnels, and I am the assistant to the musical director here at the Governor's Program. Before we go on, there are a few things you should know about me. First of all, I am 17 and I just graduated from high school. I have 2 doctors for parents. So my whole life, I have been raised in an environment of health and medicine and taught that human body is not gross or shameful. Also, I am a feminist. Who in here considers yourself a feminist? Raise your hand. My third hour English class this past year happened to be a class of all girls. As a class, we read Margaret Atwood's The Handmaid's Tale, a dystopian novel in which women are completely subjugated and limited to very specific gender roles. The theme of feminism came up in class discussion one day, and my teacher asked which of us would consider ourselves a feminist. In a class of 9 girls, only I raised my hand. The word feminist scares people. It often brings to mind images of bra-burning women who hate men and don't shave their armpits. Feminists like this do exist, but not all feminists are like this. Not even close. In fact, not all feminists are women. I'd be willing to bet that most of you sitting in this room actually are feminists, even if you don't know it. A feminist is a person, male or female, who believes that women and men should have equal rights. It's that simple, and that is what I believe. In some parts of the world today, this is a radical idea. I've always been interested in social activism and volunteerism. However, I never really knew what my true cause was, until one day I stumbled upon the National Geographic article, Too Young to Wed, which brought me to tears. The article talks about places in India and Africa where girls as young as 5 years old are married against their will, often fully grown men. In this picture, 2 girls, one of them 6 years old and the other not much older, are new brides of grown men several times their age. I had never heard of child brides before, at least not in the modern world. After that, I began researching on my own, and I learned more and more about the unbelievable injustices women in the third world suffer every day. When college applications came around last fall, they included questions like, briefly explain your career and educational goals, and choose an issue of importance to you and explain the significance of that issue. These questions forced me to sit down and really think about who I am, what I care about, and who I want to be. One application in particular really made me think. The Dean's Honor Full Tuition Scholarship, nicknamed the Box Project, for Tulane University in New Orleans, looked like this. Now do something. That was the whole application. I stressed about this project to no end. What could I do with this little box that would show the readers who I am? Origami? A square photo of something? But finally I realized it's not about the box. It's about me. It's about what I care about. And what I care about is the health and education of women around the world. So for my box project, I made this 4-minute video. Enjoy. Thank you. Okay, so a little bit about the video. Zoe Keating is the talented cellist who wrote the song in my video called Optimist. I emailed her before I posted the video asking permission to use the song, and lucky for me, her policy is always to allow students to use her music for their projects. She even wrote a nice blog post about me in my video, and she tweeted it to her 1.3 million Twitter followers. With my mom's help, I created a website for my video, itonlytakesagirl.org. On my website, I put a donate button that links to the Girl Effects page in hopes that after seeing my video, some people might be inspired to give to the cause. The Girl Effect is an organization that supports the health and education of girls and women in the developing world. I posted a link to the YouTube video to my personal Facebook. Some of my Facebook friends shared it, and then their friends shared it, and friends of friends, and so on. Initially spreading via Facebook, the video had 1,500 views in 36 hours. After a week, that number increased to 100,000. Using statistics on YouTube, I was able to see that my video had been viewed in every country in the world except for 2 in Africa. Today, the viewership has leveled off at a little over 360,000 views, and it has been viewed in every country in the world. Soon after I originally posted my video online, it started appearing on other websites like the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, the U.S. Military Violence Against Women website, Shape magazine editor Valerie Latona's personal website, and it even made the front page of MoveOn.org, a very well-respected progressive advocacy group. As more and more people watched the video, the comments on the YouTube page got nastier and nastier. Some were just rude, but others were full of racism, sexism, religious intolerance, and even pedophilia. The anonymity of YouTube allowed people to be rude and inappropriate. They hide behind their usernames, and they feel empowered to post the most ludicrous comments. On the other hand, all the emails I received from people who had seen my video were almost completely nice and supportive. Lots of people asked how they could help, if they could show my video to their church congregation or their class at school, and things like that. So what's the moral of this story? Why did you all come here today to hear me talk about this? Well, after thinking about it for a while, I think there are 4 basic morals. Number 4, the internet is a powerful thing. We are the internet generation. More than ever before in the history of mankind, people across the globe are interconnected and interdependent. And this is due in large part to the power of the internet. Information can spread through the internet to more people more quickly than ever before. I encourage you to take advantage of this technology, to raise awareness, research charities, or just read about topics that interest you. You never know what article might catch your eye and change your life. Number 3, don't let the haters bring you down. Wherever you go, and whatever you do, there will be always someone behind you to tell you that you can't, that you're not good enough, that you'll never amount to anything. This person might be obnoxious YouTube commenters, your cranky old grandfather, or even the voice inside your own head. You have to learn when to listen to criticism and doubt, and when to trust yourself despite it. After all, for every rude YouTube comment, there is a sweet and encouraging email. Number 2, find your passion. It is important to be passionate about something. Do not go through life passively. Approach it with conviction, with purpose. My passion is for the health and education of girls around the world, but maybe you are passionate about something else. Maybe you care about saving the dolphins or reducing the consumption of plastic water bottles. Maybe your cause is preserving the rainforest or rebuilding Katrina-damaged homes in New Orleans. Whatever it is, you can do something about it. Don't think that you are too young, too small, too insignificant to make a difference. No one person can do everything, but every person can do something. Which leads me to the number 1 moral of this story, something I believe you are all familiar with. Ab ilo qui multum, Dr. Multum requiritur, which means, to whom much is given, much is required. That's right. I feel incredibly lucky that I was born in the United States, where opportunities are not denied me based on my gender. I wish every girl, every person in the world had this luxury. And because I have been given every opportunity in my life, I am determined to use what I have to do my part to make this world a better place for everyone. Appreciate what gifts you've been given, and try to give back whatever you can to those less fortunate than yourself. You really can make a difference, no matter how old you are or what you care about. One of my favorite quotes is by the famous British abolitionist William Wilberforce. You may choose to look the other way, but you can never say again that you did not know. This is my website. It-only-takes-a-girl.org. Blog, donate, and then you can read a little bit extra about making my video. I encourage you to visit, share it with your friends, and maybe even donate. Every little bit counts. After all, it really does only take one girl to make a difference. Thank you.